Hello, everybody. This is Renee Barker with Psychic Soul Senses. So, today I want to talk about the 7 ways your spirit guides communicate with you. This is a story or post blog. You can find it on Led by Source, LEDBYSOURCE, Led by Source. So, anyways, what we're going to talk about today is the 7 ways your spirit guides communicate with you. Learn 7 ways your spirit guides communicate without you even knowing. Which in my last video I talked about the DNA upgrades, and I'm posting 2 videos today, this one and my tribute video. So, we've already discussed how to connect with your spirit guides, but today I want to delve in deeper on how your spirit guides communicate with you without you realizing. Our spirit guides are always at a metaphoric arm's length. They are by our side and constantly sending us subtle guides and nudges in the right direction. Most people are totally unaware that a lot of the guides and messages that they receive are from their spirit guides. We need to strengthen that line of communication before it becomes apparent. Let's get right into 7 ways to connect with us and find out if you've been divinely guided this whole time. Think back to times where a random stranger has showed up and offered you help in a situation that seemed bleak, or you received a hunch that came out of the blue and saved your skin, or a time where you felt a warm, friendly presence at a moment of sorrow. These all can be communication from your spirit guide. So, number 1 is through repeating numbers. One of the first ways people begin to notice spiritual communication is through numbers. They may begin to notice that every time they look at the clock, it's 11:11, or the sequence is 212, or it's 222, in all sorts of places. Numbers are the easiest way for the universe and our guides to begin communicating with us, as they can appear with ease in the physical world. You will know that you have received a coded message when you see a number like this and mentally take a step back. I started noticing that first before all my spiritual things started happening, and now it's like it's all the time. Every time I look at the clock, it's one of those. So these numbers will grab your attention and make you think for a few moments as you go about your day. What you saw will linger in your mind. The sequence 11:11 is a good sign that you are on the right path. I get that one a lot. It can also signify that what you are manifesting is beginning to make its way to you. That's a new one. I didn't know that one. That's good. So, hearing high-pitched buzz. Now, when my husband came to me and my ears popped, they ring all the time now. There's pressure there all the time now. So, that's something that's interesting. I hear high-pitched buzzes all the time, and I go into it, and sometimes I get the messages out of it. But here is another common way that our spirit guide can begin to make contact with us. This usually takes place once we have begun a regular meditation practice, or senses begin to pick up on more subtle cues from our spirit team. Notice that the buzzing sound will not feel physical in nature, but more like a frequency you are unconsciously picking up on. It is super important to rule out the physical causes such as an ear problem, tinnitus, before assuming that this is spiritual in nature. I know mine's spiritual because it happened when all my chakras shot up and bursted. When I receive this buzzing sound, it usually precedes some form of message or epiphany. They are not random, but are signals from our guides to pay attention to what is in front of you and to wait for a message. So, okay. As a white orb or light. I got the blue orb. You may have noticed already that spirit guides will use the easiest methods in order to get in touch with you. Using numbers, simple sounds, and visuals is the start of communication with spirit guides. This way, we do not become overwhelmed or scared by their guidance. Makes sense. Seeing a white orb during meditation is another common sign that people report. You may find that you begin to see the white orb or colored orbs and lights just after finishing meditation, before you go to sleep, and when you are out and about in a relaxed state. I do see a lot of orbs after and during meditation. The white orb is a very good sign that your spirit guide is near and making conscious contact with you. As we know, each other has a vibration, with white being one of the highest beings, that they are friendly in nature and will appear as bright colors like this. This could be our angel guides or past loved ones. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. So, use your intuition when interacting with the light orb that you see. Tune into its energy and ask what it wants. If it has a message for you, close your eyes and see if you receive a word, image, or sound in response. If a presence like this is making you feel afraid or unbearably uncomfortable, affirm that you would like to be left in peace. That was one of the things I was told too. If you start feeling negative energy from the orbs or souls or energy that you're communicating with, to get out, because feeling uncomfortable could mean that they're all feeling oriented, vibration, frequency oriented. So if you can feel the love, you're in the right place. Okay, through single word commands. This is the first type of spirit guide contact I can remember, although I'm not sure there were previous meetings that I have forgotten. I was taking my usual route home and was about to take a shortcut when I heard no. I've gotten single words too. I know that I shouldn't have gone my usual route and instead should have taken a longer road, but I totally ignored the piece of guidance, and I got to the bridge that I usually cross to go home, and lo and behold, it was blocked. I had to turn back on myself and take the longer route. Needless to say, I never ignore these messages anymore. It's something similar kind of happened to me, but I get a feeling right above my solar plexus, in between the heart and solar plexus. If it's something I should not do, if I'm not going the right way, if it's someone I shouldn't talk to, whatever I'm about to do, if I get that feeling, I don't do it. If I get the love feeling, I do it. Our spirit guides will often communicate with us in this way through using commands like move or left. Single word commands feels like they come out of nowhere and are not a part of conscious thought. Through our dreams, this is a good one. I met my spirit guide, the highest one. She's a healer, and she's a mantis healing, and that one blew my mind. She's really cool, and she did something to heal me, and she rides in a blue orb, but she comes in my dreams. So, dreams are the perfect place for spirit guides to connect with us. The vibration here allows them to meet us halfway. Dreams act as a middle ground between physical and spiritual worlds, and we will often come into contact with spirit guides, angels, spirit animals, and past loved ones. Keep a dream journal to begin to see if they are reoccurring characters. You can lucid dream and begin to notice patterns like this. When you're having an issue with your dream, the same helper will appear. I find that spirit animals in particular love the playful animalistic energy that is already present in dreams. This makes it perfect for them to appear. calling your name. I got this just not long ago. Calling your name. Have you ever experienced hearing someone calling your name only to look around and see no one? Many times this is a simple mishearing. However, other times we get the impression that there was more than meets the eye. When a spirit guide calls your name, it can be accompanied by a warm presence or a brush or on the arm or the leg. Your guides will usually do this. I've felt brushes, breezes. Okay, let's see. As you start connecting with your guides, this is a good one too. You will become accustomed to their specific energy or aura. Each of our guides, we have more than one, has a unique way of communicating with us depending on their role in our life. So that's a good thought, because you can, when you're meditating, you can ask which guide. And so far I've met all of them, I'm pretty sure. I just figured out a couple of months ago where they all belong in my chakras. But you can feel their energy. You know when they are around. You start to learn their ways. And they all have personalities too. Through other people. The final way our spirit guide can communicate with us is through other people. Our spirit guide will not interfere with anyone's free will, including our own, but they can communicate with any person's spirit guide and provide hints and nudges in a certain direction. This is why our guides can bring people towards us that can either help us at that moment or teach us a long-term lesson. Haha. I learned that when my cousin passed away. In fact, that was what he told me, was that spirits and souls and guides will affect other people, but not in a bad way, but to help us to get things done. So there are many ways in which our guides can communicate with us. These are just 7 ways. I've explained contact from my guides. Some methods are more subtle and others will have you jumping out of your seat. They usually try not to contact us in ways that will scare us or unsettle us. But they are always there. And I have learned throughout my life that when I've asked for angels to help me do things, that's who's been there. So, hope you enjoy this video. Have a good day. Thank you. Love and light.